Another example that I like to talk about in regards to being enough was about an individual by the name of Osceola Macarty. Now, Osceola was born in 1909. In fact, to be straight and honest with you, her mother was raped. And Osceola was the product of that assault. Well, because of that trauma, her grandmother was the one who actually raised her. And her grandmother rather, as a living, washed clothes, sheets, towels, shirts, whatever needed. And through her life, Osceola washed clothes as well. Well, unfortunately, when Osceola was in the 6th grade, she was 11 years old, her grandmother became really sick, ended up passing away. Well, she didn't die away immediately, but she got sick so much so that Osceola had to stop going to school in the 6th grade to take care of her grandmother. But she continued to wash clothes, and that was her life for a long time. Osceola went on to live that life of washing clothes for $1, $2. Well, one day when Osceola is getting up in age, she gets a call from the bank. Miss Macarty, this is Bill from the bank. Hi, Bill. Well, I just have a question for you, and it's a customary call that we give everybody. In the unfortunate, unlikely event of your demise, we'd like to know what we'd like to do with your resources. And she says, can you say that again in maybe English? Miss Macarty, with all the resources you have at this bank, we'd like to know if you passed away, what should we do with your money? She says, well, how much money do I have? He said, you don't know? She said, no, I just saved money. He said, well, come down to the bank tomorrow, we'll talk about it. Well, she gets up, gets dressed, goes down to the bank, sits down with the banker, and he explains to her, Miss Macarty, you have $280,000 here at the bank. What would you like to do? It was amazing. She says, well, I'm not sure. He says, I'll tell you what, in percentages, because she wasn't getting the percentage concept yet, he says, I'm gonna put on this table 10 dimes, which represents 10%. When I point to a dime, you tell me where you want that money to go. I can handle that. So he lays out the 10 dimes and he points to the first one. And she thinks for a second, she says, I would like that money to go to my church because I really appreciate my church community. He says, okay. He points to the second dime. She says, well, I have 2 nephews because I never had any children and I like for them to get a good start, so the next 2 dimes can go to them. Okay. Well, what about the rest of the money, the additional 7 dimes? She thinks for a second. She said, I would like for that money to go to the University of Southern Mississippi. He says, the University of Southern Mississippi? You mean the same school that wouldn't allow you to go there when you're growing up? Yes, that's the school. That's the school, the local school. Because I would like to give an opportunity for those who know how to dream still, so they can do something that I wasn't able to do. You sure, Miss Macarty? I'm sure. I'm sure. Osceola Macarty gave up $150,000 of her hard-earned money, her life savings, to help other people that she didn't even know. Is that not an inspiration? But the story doesn't stop there, it pauses. Because people began to hear about in 1995 what Osceola did. To the point where Ted Turner, the CEO of TNT at the time, he mentioned that if she can give her life savings, I can give something. She was on The Tonight Show, The Today Show. She was on CNN. She was on 2020. Even Bill Clinton, who was the president at the time, bestowed upon her the award, the highest reward or award that you can give a citizen for her ability to give. I love that story. That's inspiration, because that again tells us that you don't need to have a lot to give, to be an inspiration.